Happy day. I hope you're all doing well. We have power again, so that's exciting. How are you doing? Good morning. I got Dunkin' because I was lazy this morning. By the way, at a side angle, doesn't that totally look like Jason? Every time I look at the cup at a side angle, I think it's a Jason mask with an eyeball. Not just me, right? Sick. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing? How has your week, holiday? I don't fucking know anymore. I don't know what day it is. What is life? How are things? How are things? Update me. How are you? I'm trying to pull up my fucking chat so I can see it right now. Good lord. Good morning, Cocky. Good morning, Kozu. Good morning, Gluttony. Good morning, Toro. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Good morning, Zintek. How are you? Definitely Jason vibes. Thank you. I'm not the only one. It totally looks like a little Jason. I know. That music is really. Hold on. You're a little intense for the morning, dear. Nope. That's not what I wanted either. YouTube, you fucking cock fucker. YouTube hates me. Good morning, Trash Panda. How are you? Syntac, I'm pretty good. I couldn't sleep last night, so I ended up staying up far later than I wanted. I was up until like 1 in the morning, just like not tired, just like laying there. I wasn't even doing anything. I was just laying on a pillow. So I couldn't sleep, so I slept in on accident. That's my bad, and I apologize. Thank you, Cocky. Watched Spirited last night. It's so good. Makes fun of itself, and it's a musical. Is it really good? Oh, hell yes. Hello, bestie Bex. How are you? Oh, fuck. Where was that? Did I put it in the fridge? Yeah. Forgot my bong in the fridge. I'm a dumb. I put my bong in the fridge because then it's real nice and cold. Good morning, Bex. How are you? You have one of the coolest best friends in the whole world. I don't know if you knew that, but cherish that bitch. Dude, Zintex, so get this. Like when I worked at the hospital, I literally lived off of melatonin because I work night shifts. And so I would, come home at like 7 in the morning and force myself to go to sleep. Have to. Because it's so fucking weird when like the world is waking up. Like the whole world is waking up and everybody's going to work and drinking coffee and like you hear it around you, but you're trying to go to sleep at the same time. It's fucking impossible. And I used to live off of melatonin. It was the only way that I could, because even if you're exhausted, your brain's like, it's daytime and everyone's awake, stay awake. So I would take melatonin and when I stopped working in the hospital, I didn't really need it anymore. But I still have a jar of it for once in a while. And now I get like a hangover from it, which is, it's very bizarre. I don't know. I've never gotten like I know, like it gives me kind of a weird stomach ache. Like when I wake up in the morning, I just kind of have a gurgly stomach and I feel kind of drowsy. And it never did that to me before. I don't know what happened. Maybe I'm like weak now or something, but I fucking like I was the queen of preaching that shit constantly because it's just so great. Like if you have insomnia and you've never found anything, melatonin worked for me. I'm not saying it works for everybody, but it worked for me. It's a fucking dream boat. My God. God damn. It sucks though. Yeah, like I still will take it if I can't sleep because sleep is imperative to function. But I always end up kind of just like drowsy, which is weird because I mean, normally you only get drowsy from like drowsy medication, right? Like if I take NyQuil, I'll have a hangover for weeks. It's really bizarre. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just realized my light is moved. I need to move it. Hold up. It's gonna bother me. Anyways. Any hoozles. Ooh, we should cheers. Oh my god, Chief Green, good morning. Shall we cheers? I cleaned my bong and I have a brand new bowl loaded of oh god, what did I grind up this morning? Good morning, Pyro. How are you? Oh god, what was it? Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scout cookies, which is a great strain. I think anybody who's legal weed at least has found Girl Scout cookies at one time, I think. Evening, Kozu. How are you? It is the drowsy medication, but why is it still like, I don't know. It never used to keep me drowsy. The thing with melatonin, and that was, I think the reason melatonin doesn't work for some people is it helps you go to sleep, but it doesn't keep you asleep. So if you're one of those people that just wakes up all night long, it's not one of those things that's gonna help you in that sense. It's more for people that have a problem in the falling asleep stage. It helps you get that, like, drowsy feeling, but it never kept me drowsy. Like, I don't know. I used to wake up and fucking go to work and save lives, you know? I've been giving Junior melatonin for years. He actually asked for it now. It's amazing. I love melatonin. Like, even with the little tiny hangover I get, man, insomnia just sucks. Like, there is nothing everything about insomnia is the worst thing in the entire world. It just sucks not being able to sleep. Anyways, shall we cheers? I have a beautiful ice cold bong out of the fridge with a very stacked, wow, I overpacked that bowl, a very overpacked fluffy bowl of Girl Scout cookies. Bubblicious, good morning. If you care to cheers with us, feel free, but no pressure in any way, shape, or form. We profeshes. Goddamn, a cold bong out of the fridge makes such a fucking smooth hit. Fuck. That's amazing. If only they could stay cold all day. If I stay up all night and go to bed, I don't take it. I just sleep and wake up much later that very day. But when it comes to nights, I feel out of it. I just take it when I plan on going to bed. Same. Do you have the same things in tech where you get like man, it used to happen to me a lot when I was a kid, and then it kind of went away for a while, like years, many years. But in the past like 3 or 4 years, I've noticed I get a very annoying second wind when the sun goes away, and it drives me crazy. Like, the moment the sun is down, my body's like, "Bloop, bloop, bloop. We're gonna do shit? Is it a new day?" And I'm like, "What is this?" Cheers, Viata. I just cheersed on a beautiful frozen bong. It's so tasty. ZL, they're I mean, if you can stick your bong in a fridge, it's pretty nice. Get it on a thermos, right, though? If only. I wish. They have bongs that have, like, coolant around them that keeps them cold and shit. They're just expensive. I'm not into it. Mini fridge next to the PC, cold bong on demand. I have a mini fridge down there. Get this, though. So this is a mini it's like what is it? It's a Boss, I think? Bosch? I don't know. It's a mini this is an actual functioning mini fridge that was sent to Zach as a sponsored thing for playing Surgeon Simulator 2. And I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, fuck, Imma steal that. I want a mini fridge at my desk so I can keep I'd keep dabs and stuff in it. It'd be dope." It's a goddamn European plug, and I don't have a, whatever what is the word? Converter? Converter. I don't have a converter for it. I'm not mad, you are. I know, I just don't have one. I have to get one, but I was so pissed. I unpacked it, like, I sat it upright for days because the Freon has to settle or what I don't know. I don't even know if fridges are that way anymore, but when I was a kid and you got a fridge, if it arrived on its side, you had to, like, set it upright for days before you could ever plug it in, so, like, the Freon in the back could settle or whatever, and then no fucking adapter, so I gotta get an adapter for it, but it's a cute little mini fridge. It'll be nice just to, like, not that my kitchen's far away, but I won't have to, like, take a break to go get something or I don't know, just little things. My friends who are from the US doing PhDs on visas hosted another Thanksgiving this year, but I couldn't go because I was sick. Oh, boo. Boo. Housemate just showed me a plate of the leftovers and the brownies they saved for me. That was fucking sweet and thoughtful. I had a migraine all day on Thanksgiving too. Not that I had anything to do, but even if I did, I wouldn't have gone because I was just like, it was literally, that was the day I had like a 13-hour just brain death. So if I move to Australia and I wanna use my electronics, I'm going to have to get a converter. I mean, yeah. The plugs are so different. Everywhere you go, oh my god, if you've never traveled internationally, it's nowhere oh god, where is it? I have a really awesome travel adapter. Oh my god, it's right next to me. What's the luck of this? My dudes. Wait. Did I miss Arisa? I missed 2. Holy shit. Hold on. Ezekiel underscore I. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it an swings for so fucking long. I appreciate you. Wait. You know what I just realized, babe? Not that it means anything, but you're officially the longest relationship I've ever had. Thanks for not leaving me yet. I mean, I won't leave you, honey. I'm just gonna kill you. And I mean that in the most loving way possible. And fucking Brandon, thank you for resummoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an 8 swings for a fucking long time. 37 goddamn months. Thank you. I very much appreciate you. You're crazy. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if I can't have him, no one can. But then you have to deal with the dogs by yourself. Ha 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 ha. I think I'll be fine. This is my adapter. So the devil. An anonymous gifter, aka my demon, just gifted 5 subs in the channel. What the fuck? Thank you, whoever you are. I appreciate you. F-Thread Stainless, 9th Pawn, Trinean, the Cape Monster. Y'all butt wizards of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in every way. And go forth and pee after sex. Thank you. Thank you. The call is coming from the inside of the house. You just need to sign that life insurance paperwork real quick. I don't think either of us have life insurance. I don't think either of us really value that. The life. Y'all are in a relationship? Damn, you can do more than hold hands now. I mean, sometimes he even lets me have one of his french fries. Glut. Hello, Bolvi. Good morning. Thank you for gifting a sub to Serm. Serm, use a butt wizard of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in every way because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. What the fuck? Oh, it's because it's anonymous. It's going to announce everyone. That's okay. Holding hands in this economy? It's funny you say that. A lot of people had that comment and laugh when they heard you were moving in with me. They laughed? Wait, were they laughing at me or you? Like, which one did they pity? Who do I have to kill? Life. Don't talk to me about life. On life. Cocky, thank you for the biddies, you fucking hoe. I'll cheers to that. Good morning, BDO. How are you, love? I have this cool adapter. I'm going to show it to you. It's seriously one of the best things I ever bought. I got it on Amazon so many years ago, literally before I went to Greece, which I think was like my first big international trip. And this thing is so fucking dank. I'm going to show it to you. I don't even know if you... There's a bunch like this. I don't know if you can get this one anymore. But it's great. And I can show you all the weird plugs. Cheers. Like you did when you said I'd be alone with the dogs. Oh. Wait, Scott can laugh? I want to see that. Is that like watching a dog walk on its hind legs? What the fuck? That is a horror. Me. I'll just put this food on the top shelf so my cat can't get it. The cat. Dude, travel adapters are the bread and butter of existence. It's facts. Because you can drive 100 kilometers in Europe and need a new adapter. Like, you won't be able to plug your phone into a charger. It's fucking wild. Let me tell you, these universal adapters are everything. Cheers and thank you for this. Brittany. Oh my god, it's almost our baby.
We'll feast upon the flesh on that eve.
Thank you for resummoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it 8 swings. Oh my god, Brittany, I have to tell you. So I told you that Brittany bitch, I have a spider named It's Brittany bitch, because duh. She molted. And I was so fucking excited to see how big she is. Because if you don't know, It's Brittany bitch, my tarantula, is a... Oh god, what's the Latin name? Theraposa, I think. Theraposa apophysis, otherwise known as the pink-footed bird eater. She's huge. I'm not kidding you. She's bigger than some of the spiders I've had for almost 3 years. I saw her yesterday. I watered her. I, like, misted her enclosure, and she came out and was, like, all hungry. I'm shitting you not. She's at least her leg span, I mean, I can only see her bundled up because she's, like, in her hole. If she spread her legs, she's easily this big already, and she's only 3 months old. I know. I'm so excited. She's the big easily gonna be she's doing great. Oh, yeah. She's such a massive eater. Like, the easiest spider I've ever taken care of. One of the easiest spiders I've ever taken care of. She always eats. She webs her enclosure shut when she's molting, so I know it. Whereas a lot of spiders, they have no telltale signs for anything, and they're really annoying. She's great. She's a big spooter. Yeah, so more fun facts for those out there that are like, "What the fuck?" There is no such thing as a deadly tarantula in the world or medically significant. Tarantulas can't kill people, and bird-eating spiders are only named that because 'cause they're usually as big as a bird, they don't actually take out birds. If you look at a bird and all the sharp, pointy angles on it, and then you think about a tarantula and the fact that it's basically a soft water balloon with legs, tarantulas, like, they have 1 brain cell, but it's enough to understand that the big sharp flying bird thing is probably not worth the meal. They might take out a baby bird in a nest or something, but you know what I mean? Like, the risk is not worth the reward. They're so easily to fucking murder a tarantula. They're nothing. So they don't actually like take out birds, but they live in trees in the Amazon and shit and in different jungles, and they tend to be really big. So some people thought it was a bird. It wasn't a bird. It was a spider. Bird spider. Boom. There you go. Fun. Now you've got trivia for Christmas. She's doing great though. Yeah, she's great. Not impressive. I was bigger than that at 1 month old. Yeah, but did you shed your entire body into a new one every couple of weeks? Because I'd like to see a baby do that. One of those vicious winged spooters. Can you imagine? I think I said that to Zach one time. I don't know why. We were talking about something random, and I was like, can you imagine if spiders had wings? We would not exist. There would be problems. Oh, also, I have bad news. My Black Widow passed away. She was old. I'm sad. But I tell you guys when those things happen, and that's sad. I did have a Black Widow. True spiders are very different from tarantulas, and true spiders tend to not live very long. Do we do that every 7 years? Kind of, but, like, we, like, flake into the sky as opposed to shedding one entire shell. Can you imagine if we had to squeeze out of a shell, though? That'd be amazing. Flying spiders with stinger tail? No, thank you. I wouldn't wanna live in this world. Brandon, why are you sorry? Why sorry? Don't forget, you can I can. Oh my god. So, amazing news. Well, not like permanent amazing news. Kind of, I don't know. So, basically, you guys know that my capture card has been a sentient possession of my computer lately, and you guys know. You know, it's been a fucking nightmare, and, so Zach has been trying to help me with it, and he also sat and saw the nightmare, got very frustrated, had to walk away from my PC to be like, "What the fuck?" And, he was looking at the way his computer's set up. By the way, thank you so much for the hype train. Um, and the way his is it has a splitter for the capture card, and I didn't have a splitter, I just had it going straight into the PC, and apparently that's the big fucking difference because he took his splitter out here and it totally worked. So you guys, we could play a game today, I'm very excited. I kinda wanna play Stray. Anyways, um, so he ordered 2 splitters so we could both have the exact same splitter and just we're trying to, like, we try to keep our setups-ish similar so we can help each other when things go wrong. It's like one of the perks to living with a streamer. And I shit you not, he bought splitters that when they arrived, the box straight up says, "Does not split." It was a switch called a splitter. It was totally I mean, they know what, like, Zach said it last night, he's like, "They fucking know what they're doing." Because no one's gonna return it for, like, the $12 or whatever it was. Not worth the shipping or what the fuck ever. Oh, it was infuriating. I mean, the fury in that man's face last night when because he went to set it up, and it wouldn't work. It was, like, flipping between monitors, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And then we looked at the box. The box that it's in even has a little pictogram showing you how to use it as a splitter. I'm not kidding. It was so it's so we ordered another splitter, but because Zach has dropped frames today, he's letting me use his splitter. I feel like I've said splitter a million times, but he's letting me use his splitter today. Oh, yeah. It's fucking infuriating. Oh, Brandon, thank you. I know. I was really sad. I found her last night and I was like, I'm just not all the animals I have live forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't other than dogs, they're the worst. They're the best animal in the world, but they're the worst because they die. Like tarantulas live a relatively long time, snakes live forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really have to like worry about a lot of my animals passing away, but true spiders, unfortunately. The only true spiders I keep like on purpose. I've never purchased a black widow or anything. I literally had a black widow that was given to me from someone and then one I found in my yard. Um, but I have 3 velvet spiders that are true spiders, but the females can live up to 15 years. It's one of the longest living true spiders in the world. They're very bizarre. Check out our new switch called a splitter. Doesn't switch. I mean, like, I don't know. It's infuriating. It was the stupidest thing. It made me so mad. It has an image that has 1 input to 2 inputs, and it only switches between them and doesn't duplicate the signal, yeah. But was definitely called a switch. I mean, it was the dumbest, like, it's funny, it'll be funny once I have a splitter, you know what I'm saying? But right now, it's just fucking infuriating, because now we have 2 switches. Fuck are we gonna do with those? Jellyfish life forever? I wish. Cruella de Vil should have owned spiders to make all her clothes instead. Dude, Lizzie, did I tell you that there was an article that came out a few months ago. Someone, I can't remember, some fashion person or fashion label or whatever, uh, cultivated enough spider silk to create an entire gown out of it. Like farmed spider silk to create a gown. A full gown. You can Google it. I don't even know where it is anymore. It was a while ago. But oh, why? That I can't. The article like said how long it took, and it is pretty cool. Like there's a lot of science in it about like the tension strength, the tensile strength or whatever you want to call it of spider silk. I think it's stronger than like iron. It's crazy. Spider silk is kind of fucking wild. It feels like a Ghibli movie from the spider's perspective. Oh my god, it kind of does. It was a beautiful gown and it shimmered in a really creepy way. Like it was absolutely gorgeous. But I think it would maybe be bulletproof. I don't know. Not really, but you know what I mean? Spider silk is pretty fucking intense. I've shown Zach before, like when I'm cleaning out, when I rehouse a tarantula and I clean out the old enclosure, tarantulas don't spin like, orb webs like the ones you see in the woods and shit that catch bugs that fly by. They don't spin any kind of webbing like that. They don't really depend on webbing to catch a bug. Their webbing is mostly to create an environment they can actually sense because their eyesight is fucking terrible. Yes, they have 8 eyes, but their eyesight is a joke. So the entire way that they sense their world is by vibrations, which is why tarantulas are hairy. All those little hairs are to sense the world around them, wind, movement, sound, vibrations. So what they do is they line their entire enclosure in webbing so that if anything touches it, they're like, "Oh, that's a bug or something. I have to go fuck or kill." Fuck, kill, marry, who knows? And, when I clean them, I have to cut the spider silk with scissors. I can't rip it. And that's weird. Like, have you ever, like, gone to tear down an Amazon box and the tape isn't on right, so you don't hit the right seam of it, and you can't rip it open, and you get so mad you just end up ripping the box in half? Because there's no way you're getting a box cutter to rip that fucking, like, cardboard tape. Like, that's how I feel. I'm like, "This is spider web. Ah!" I have to cut it off. It's crazy. It's so intensely thick. They do sense temperature, absolutely. Yep, they sense temperature, and then what scientists think, what entomologists believe, is that so if you look at the top of a tarantula's head, I don't have one. They're all behind me. If you look at a tarantula's carapace, so the part where all the legs are coming out, in the very middle front is where all 8 of their eyes are. It's just this little tiny mound right here, and usually there's like 3 hairs poking out between the eyes that look like little eyebrow hairs, and they're just fucking precious. But it's like 2 larger eyes and then 3 eyes, like, surrounding the 2 larger eyes right in the middle of their skull, right next to each other, and they're, like, as big as a pin, like a needle, and they're basically to sense light. So it's how they can tell if they're out of their burrow or in their burrow, if it's daytime or nighttime. But beyond that, they can't see shit at all. Their eyesight is absolutely terrible. I know who I'm making friends with in the apocalypse. I'm saying they need tiny little glasses. I would die. I would die. That would be so cute. That's also the way I detect things around me with lots of hairs. I mean, same. I can tell when the lightning storm's coming because the hairs on my legs stand up. Guess I'll keep spidering. Like, do they sense warm-blooded creatures? I don't think so. Like, they don't have like snakes have. So if you look at like a python, if you look at its mouth, they have little tiny holes all lining their entire upper jaw, and those are called heat pits. And literally, it's just holes into their mouth. But those heat pits is how they kind of, it's like seeing infrared a little bit. That's how they sense like a hot little mammal is running by. I don't think spiders have anything like that. It's literally down to vibrations. Because I can throw, I mean, it's so annoying, Brittany. You've probably seen it when I do feeding days. You can throw bugs in the net of the spider web, and if the bug doesn't struggle to move, the spider will walk right over it. Like, it has no idea it's there. Cockroaches are infamously very annoying for this reason, because you'll drop a cockroach in and they freeze. They'll freeze for 2 hours. They'll just, and then the spider will be walking over them, whatever, and then the cockroach will fucking burrow in the dirt, and you gotta go find it in 24 hours. It sucks. That's the pits. I think it's just vibrations. Maybe they can see God. Oh my God. I mean, I am their God. I am God to the spiders, if you think about it. Like, the sky opens up, food drops down from it, from this giant, like, face that then does this while you eat it. I am God. Or the devil. I don't know. I'm one of them. They actually literally have spidey senses. It's very true. As far as I remember, the strongest webbing found in the Darwin is the Darwin's bark spider, required because it makes absurdly huge webs. No shit, I want to look that up. Darwin's bark spider? I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Darwin. I'd have to say my most prolific webber would be the Balfours. Monocentropus balfouri, otherwise known as the Socotra Island blue baboon tarantula, I believe is the common name. They are the only tarantula that we know of that chooses to live communally in nature, which is very fucking cool. They will, like, you'll lift up a log and there will be tons of them living together, like in a crazy web thing they have. And I have 4 that live together. And I mean, every single time I feed them, I'm tearing the top of their webbing off, like the entire thing. Cause it's just web. It's just all webbing. They don't leave 1 inch not webbed. This is a really cool looking spider. It looks kind of like the cat spiders from the Pacific Northwest that I grew up. Like, you know, the big popcorn butt spiders that you always see. Oh my fucking God. That web is so big. Oh, I don't like that. All right, I'm going to show it to y'all. So, mild spider warning. It's just a picture, but I know there are people with phobias and I respect that. Spider warning. There you go. Oh, my face is kind of in the way. Oh, Katie. Look at the fucking, I mean, the spider's not that big comparatively. It's just showing the spider versus the web. That's insane. That size of that web? Nah. Like, that's a people catcher. That right there's a people catcher. Spider at the bottom, this one? They could be the same species. One might be the male and one might be the female. I don't know. That one's really pretty though. A lot of spiders are what's called sexually dimorphic, where the male and female look different. Could be a male. Those are gorgeous, but that spider web is too big. Too big. Looks like a thread from you. Yes, it does. That guy is actually stuck in the web. I don't want that. Oh my God, Becky, look at that web. I bet it's one of those rep guys' girlfriends. She's so thick. That's some World of Warcraft. I'm saying, I was literally thinking ESO. Not even kidding you. I was like, that's the spiders from ESO. Like, now tell me I'm wrong. That one right there is definitely inspiration. Because they're kind of the same color pattern. They just stuck a human body with titties on it. I know where you got it. I know where you got it, ESO artist. I have 2 phobias in this world, unstable heights and spiders. Squeamish. I totally get it. I faint when I get shots sometimes. I can't help it. I'm not afraid. I'm not like I don't have an illogical like reasoning. I just faint. I have a phobia too. I totally get it. I used to like uh not I would like poke fun at people that were like, "Oh my god, I'm so phobic of that thing," until I went to school and learned about phobias in a psychology class, and I was like, "Oh shit, I have a phobia. This shit sucks." So, I always try to give people a warning. Every single enclosure behind me does have a spider in it. That being said, the chances of you seeing one are slim to none. They want nothing to do with you or I. It's daytime. I'm talking lots of lights. But maybe. But fair warning, they're there. Don't freak out. They're all enclosed. I've never lost a spider. It's impossible for them to get out. We good. Does having phobias in the world imply that you have different phobias in other worlds? Shut up. Oh my god. I mean, are we talking like the oh my god, the theory where like every decision you make branches off into a new universe? Because in that sense, yeah. Because you would theoretically have different experiences that would cause it, right? Because you're never that's the thing, the cool thing. The thing I learned about phobias is you're not born with a phobia. A phobia has to come from a traumatic experience that causes a misfiring in your brain, basically. So something happens, i.e., you run into barbed wire when you're 3 years old and get pinned down by 7 nurses and they put stitches in your face without any numbing medication. And something happens in your head that says, protect at all costs. This was the worst. So now when I get like a vaccination shot, yes, not shot. I've never been shot with a gun, thankfully. I don't fuck around with that shit. Although I'm a little phobic of that. I don't really want that either. But any needle that inserts into a muscle, I have tons of tattoos. Tattoos don't get me. It's just a needle being inserted in and injecting something. Uh, Sometimes I just have to warn whoever's doing it. Like, if I fall asleep, don't freak out. But I mean, aside from aversion therapy or something like that, like I'm not going to go to aversion therapy for needles. You can go fuck yourself. Aversion therapy for needles, all I imagine is the pit of syringes from Saw. That's all I see. And I'm not doing, no, I'm not doing that. I would die. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Nope. The multiverse string theory, is that what it is? There are many snakes I can see and be around now without being scared. Really? That's awesome, though. Did you used to be really afraid of snakes? My mom and my nana are like my mom has only visited me one time since I moved here because she's fucking terrified that I have snakes. They've never escaped, by the way. But one of my phobias is like big spaces, which is linked to existentialism. So the very possibility of that is the phobia. Oh, that's so fucking weird. Reason for the phobia of spiders: I was bitten by one as a kid. Oh, and your hand swelled up like a Volkswagen. Shut up. Do you know what bit you? Ooh, I'm glad you're okay. Ooh, welcome back, Vile. What if every alternative reality is as drab as ours? I mean, what if I don't know. I don't even want to what if that. I have a phobia of non-functioning splitters. I have a phobia of splitters being sold that aren't splitters. Same. Yeah, we have this in common. For those who like movies, everything. Oh my god, I love that movie so much, Cletus. I bought it. Dude, I can never say the name right. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once. Holy shit. Easily one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Brought me to fucking tears the first time I watched it, but then I bought it and I've watched it multiple times since because every time I watch it, I catch more stuff. I realize more. That movie. Did you know that the movie was made by the same dudes who directed Turn Down for What music video? Turn down for what? You know, where they're like busting through ceilings and humping each other wildly. Titties abound. Same dudes. And you can totally see it if you watch the music video. Like, it's there. It's them. It's just wild. They are so fucking dumb talented. You went to the saw needle pit, only scene to make me turn away. That scene fucked me up. I can't, like, I love horror. Horror is probably my favorite, like, genre of movie. If I can find good horror, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, we won't go there. But I like the Saw movies. But that scene alone, like every Saw movie, I'm waiting for it again. I can't get over it. That was so bad. I'm gonna fucking vomit thinking about it. I'm thinking of also, there's a fucking Billie Eilish music video where a whole bunch of syringes full of black water are like stuck in her back. Why, Billie? Why? Some of us want to enjoy the world. Fuck me, right? I have a phobia of not having a phobia. Oh my god, do you not have a phobia? Why does everyone else swell up and get sick and Peter Parker gets superpowers? I'm saying. And his superpowers were nothing about spiders in any way, shape, or form. Like, no spider. Like, if they made him a true Spider Man, his scrotum would be on his hand. His hands would be scrotums. Is all I'm saying. Like, that's. They could have made Spider Man really cool. I like Spider Man, but like, they could have made him really cool. Could it be that my constant anxiety is actually because I have a phobia of existence? I don't know. Would like an anxiety? I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I think a phobia has to be like an in like a. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been too long. I took abnormal psych like literally over 10 years ago now. Wow. I don't like thinking about that in any way, shape, or form. Oh my god, Brandon, I can't watch Final Destination. The first one fucked me up so bad. I remember watching it in my friend it was oh god, I was like in 5th grade or something. And I went to my friend's trailer house and it was so small. We were like bunched up on this tiny couch, like literally a foot from the TV. And I made up having a stomach ache to walk home. I was so uncomfortable watching that movie. I watched the rest of it later in life and was like, okay, it's not as bad, but still to this day, like the PC part shooting into that chick's neck and her bleeding out, the dude like strangling himself in a bathroom, that shit fucking haunts me still. And I think I've seen that movie a total of twice. Not but 2 times. And I still, when I'm in the shower, I'm like, thank God that's a bar and not a string. Because I'm the clumsy fuck to do these things. You know what I'm saying? The director's actually in the music video. No shit. He's the dude in the sweatpants. Nuh-uh, glut. Wait, I didn't know that. Nuh-uh. I've never seen any of the Saw movies. Yeah, they're terrible. They're good. I like feeling scared, but not phobic. Anything with eyes really gets me. The scene from Dead Space. Which one? Oh my god, Nineless. I don't know how far you got in Dead Space because of the eyes. But I love Dead Space. Great franchise. If you call it a franchise. There's like 3, right? Maybe it's 2 in a remake. I don't remember. I haven't played them forever. But one of them had the creepy baby spiders. They were like baby dolls, but like spider legs came out the sides and they crawled on their backs and made like little kid giggling sounds. I think it was in like the elementary school. You were like in the auditorium. There was like a stage. Do you fucking that? Oh no. I think I had to pause it and like take a break during stream when we played it. Was it tentacles? Or I thought they had like weird clicky legs. But again, it's been so fucking long, I don't remember. But they made creepy little giggly sounds and all. Anytime there's a creepy child giggling, I'm out. Like fuck that in every way possible. I'm not phobic of it. I just straight up don't want it. Nope. That's a different kind of comic book. My other phobia is buzzing, like bees, wasps, flies, moths, anything that has a vibration with wings, which is annoying because I value bees and I wish I could love them, but my heart rate just rises so hard when I hear the noise or feel the disturbance of wings in the air. I totally get it. I kind of, not that I'm phobic, but I have kind of a similar response to just wind. I hate just being stuck in wind. Wind, for some reason, like, I've kind of gotten used to it living here because we have the most insane wind. I've told you guys, it literally picked our old fence up off the ground and, like, wobbled it. But when I moved to Maryland, I remember it. No, was it Maryland first? I don't remember. One of the times I moved away from home, it was super windy. And I couldn't sleep. Like, if I could hear the wind, just, like, intense, strong wind. I lived on the Puget Sound, which is, like, the bay of, the Pacific. It's windy as fuck, and it would make me so anxious just hearing wind. I love this song. Isn't this song so fucking good, Brandon? I gotta restart it now. I didn't even realize what was playing. Booksmart is the soundtrack for Booksmart is so phenomenally good. They are freaky, right, Kozu? They gave me like fears. We're talking about the needle poke into the eye thingy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, fuck that. There's another game that does that and it fucked me up. I can't even, if there's a movie, like if Zach and I are in bed watching a movie and someone gets a shot, I look away. I put my head in a pillow and say, tell me when it's done. And I'm 34, like I'm a fucking adult, but it's because it makes me ill. Like I'll start getting like sick if I force myself to watch it. It's fucking gross, weird. They had 3 tentacles and were creepy as fuck. Oh, dude, that's how long it's been. I thought it was weird little clicky legs, but yeah, they were. I hated them in every way, shape, or form. Was that the one in space? Wait, it's not the one. It's something about a ship that haunted like a spaceship. Brandon, Dead Space was the one you had like this weird bodysuit and your spine glowed and your spine was like, I think your spine was your health or your stamina or whatever, and it would the blocks would, the blocks would go down. And it was third person and there was like a lot of gravity mechanics. So you'd go into certain rooms, but it was like a haunted spaceship basically. And you would go into certain rooms where there would be no gravity and you could walk up the walls or jump between certain things. And there'd be very scary things in those rooms that also were not behest to gravity. Yeah. Oh, dude. Dead Space would be a great movie. They should make Dead Space into a movie. Straight up. If vibrators were alive and flying. So maybe it's flying, buzzing insects. I mean, no one likes that. If I hear a mosquito, like, when you're like standing outside at night with your friends outside a bar or something, or you're like walking to your car and you hear that really close to your ear, I will fucking hit myself in the face as hard as possible to make it go away. Nobody likes that. Ugh. Gives me creeps thinking about it. I shouldn't tell you how I got a needle jammed under. No, you shouldn't. How dare you? My toes just started sweating. I can feel my toes just sweat at that. Thanks. The Dead Space remake. They are making a remake then. That's what I thought, Vile. I couldn't remember how many games had come out, and I was like, I think they either a remake's coming out or they made a remake. The Callisto Protocol, I've never even seen. I'm looking at this right now. Please enter a valid date. Shut up. Does anyone else just change the year to like 1924 and not even care about anything else on the Steam page? Because that's what I do. Ooh. Survive to escape the horrors of Callisto and uncover the dark secrets of Jupiter's dead moon. Is this like Dead Space? I'm a bad motherfucker. Yeah. Nope. Nope. I don't want to. I'll probably play that. I don't want to. I'm gonna make it go away at this exact moment. But that looks terrifying. John Carpenter loves Dead Space. Said he would love to make a Dead Space movie. Oh my god, that would be so sick. Oh, I just got such a little boner for that. I live in Southern Oregon. We don't have mosquitoes in populated areas. Do you not? Is it because of the wind? Because we don't have mosquitoes here, really. Like, honestly, this summer, I did not get one mosquito bite. But last summer, I think I got like one. I am a hot mosquito bait. Like, mosquitoes just fucking love me. I don't know what it is. If there's mosquitoes, they will find me and they will bite me. But here, we don't have any because it's so damn windy. They can't stay. Like, we don't have any stagnant areas because we're like the mountains, I suppose. Mista, thank you so much for subbing to the class. Keeping the class alive and giving her swings for 17 fucking months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you, love. Hi, Razzie. The anime of Dead Space actually really decent as well. No shit. I didn't know there was an anime of Dead Space. I'm gonna make a note of that and watch it. Those are always a hit or miss. Burn, motherfucker, burn. How do you work in a hospital with a fear of needles? So, Damien, it's so weird. I've talked about this with my therapist so many times because she's asked me the exact same question. Because it's not just with needles. I straight up was a needle. Like, I was a vampire of the hospital. Respiratory therapists have one really unique specialty that we are licensed to do that no one other than doctors is licensed to do, and that is an ABG or an arterial blood gas. And what those are is we go into your wrist, but we take blood from your artery, not the vein. Whereas if you have ever had blood work done, just like general blood work, and they take it from here, it's vein. They're always taking venous because they don't care about, they're not looking at the carbon dioxide and the oxygen usage of your blood or anything. But when an RT needs to look at your blood, we got to get arterial. And so what we do is we go into the side of your wrist right here against the grain with this very small needle, and we let your pulse fill a syringe with 1 cc of your arterial blood. And I can get so much magical fucking information out of that 1 cc of blood. It's fucking hot. Never freak me out. Blood doesn't freak. I can give blood and I've had blood work done. That doesn't get me. It's very specifically needle muscle injection into me. And in the hospital, like it's real weird. It's like your brain, it's like I don't want to say it's survival mode, but it's similar. It's not survival mode, but you go into like a mode of sink or swim. What would be a word for that? Kind of fight or flight, kind of, except, it's like, I can give you a million examples, but there's got to be a word for it. It's like if you had a phobia, if I had, like, I don't want to hang out with anybody who's peeing out their ass. But if my patient is peeing out their ass and dying, I'm not thinking about them peeing out their ass. I'm going to go fucking save their life. I might come out with their literal liquid shit in my mouth and nose and eyes and die later. But in the moment, that's not even apparent. So it's like the part of my brain that is telling me be professional, help your patient feel safe, give your patient autonomy over themselves, help them feel like they're still an individual human being and not a project. All of those things, like save their life, all of those things are circling in my brain so hard that nothing else really comes out. Like there's like no part of me, which is really weird to say, but it's almost like you shut down to do the job you need to do. It's like a fugue state, kind of, but you're still there and you still remember it. I don't know, man. There's got to be a thing for it. The ass piss. All I can think of is a song from Dream Theater, Panic Attack. The lyrics in that one is what you feel. No shit. Do you have a link? I should. I don't have my water. Sales. Is it break time? I could go get my water. That's bad. I got cheap coffee today because I was lazy. Because I woke up late. I'm the same. Emergency response mode depending on factors, but I don't care about anything. Just do the job. That's exactly it. Like, it's like, your protect yourself part of your brain is definitely still active. Because I've told you the story of like shit fountain, where yes, we are all coding a patient. And coding a patient is a million different things are happening in that room by a million different people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing a very specialized job. Nurses are doing a specialized job, so on and so forth. And yet, when, 7 liters of liquid shit came bursting out of this patient's mouth, all of us had the conscious ability to grab our gown and go, no, and then get back to what we were doing. So it's like I don't know if that counts as a fugue state, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if you click back in. It's like you come in and out. Like you're there enough to not get stabbed by a needle, but you're doing your job because it's not, emotion doesn't help, I guess. That's a really cold way of saying it, but when you're saving someone's life, emotion means nothing. It's never going to help a situation. I can't, like, I just keep coming up with a million examples in my head. Like, for instance, if I was to see a child die now, like in the street as a pedestrian, I would start bawling my eyes out while trying to save them, crying, screaming, probably having a bit of a panic attack. But having a kid in the ER, I can't do that. That's the parents. My job is to stay cool, collected, and help them feel like I am going to save their child. And there's something that you do in your head to, like, put up a barrier that, like, yes, I'm still terrified of needles. I don't wanna watch them go into people. It still sends a chill up my spine, but there's something about, like, maybe it's compartmentalizing. It's like you compartmentalize part of your personality because it's at the behest of your patient. Like, you need to save your patient's life. Maybe that's what it is. Hold on, I'm trying to get these. Trying to pull up your guys' links before I lose them, because I know we're due for a break soon. It's emergency response mode, very much so. Very much so, and you just stay in it for, like, 12 hours. And then when you go home, you're like, "Oh my god," and then you cry. You know? You, like, everything that happened all night comes flooding back once you're in a safe place where you don't need to be responsible for keeping other people calm as well. Advanced masking kind of, it's like literally it's the masters of masking. Save child, cry, and shake after. That's exactly it. Literally. I mean, it's like in your mind, you're literally, you're very conscious. Like at this moment, I am not freaking out, and that's really weird. And I know in 2 hours, I'm going to have an existential breakdown in the bathroom while you're doing compressions on a child. Like you're thinking it, but it's not, there's something happening that makes it not happen. And I'm sure you've all been there, like, you've not been able to stop crying. Like, there's been a moment in your life where you saw something happened, and you were just like, there's something that happens when you're, like, in that emergency mode that stops that. I would never uncontrollably do anything in that mode. Nothing's uncontrollable, which makes me feel like you shut your emotional side down. Whatever part of like, you shut your brain down. The part that responds in a subjective way. Your body's like, what the fuck happened today? I'm gonna cry. Seriously. Yeah, you get home and you go to take a shower and you go to take your scrubs off and your badge has, like, blood on it, and you're like it's wildly unhealthy. You focus on what's immediately needed, go one step at a time. Exactly. It is very step. It's like you almost turn into your medical book knowledge, and you quite literally, I mean, I know nursing's that way. I have a bunch of aunts who are nurses, and I've talked to a lot of nurses, like nursing nurses, like ICU nurses. I'm a respiratory nurse, different. Not as cool. But they very much, it's like their brain goes into what the book says. This, then this, then this. And they have a million rhymes and stuff for, like, the order of drugs and the ER and the order of things. Just to remember, because you don't fuck with those things. Like, we are not chefs. We're not here to improvise. This is what you do. And I think that I'm the same. Like, when you intubate someone and put someone on a ventilator and chart it, it's bop, 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 bop. And that's all. And then when you're done, that's when your brain's like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in the moment, you just can't afford that. What up, Taco? How are you? It's very weird. And I'm not saying medical people are cold. Like, I don't want to say they've, like, killed their inner person, but when they're in that mode, it's not safe to be as human as we are on a regular basis. Is it common in ADHD people? Vile, 100%. I swear to fuck, every single RT I ever worked with was ADHD. I swear to fuck. I don't know about nursing. Maybe some of them. They seem to be much more type A because they have to be so organized. Like, nurses do so much charting. It's astronomical. I could never, I did a lot of charting, but nursing, holy shit, they do a lot of charting. I feel like they're a little bit more type A, whereas I'm much ADHD people, we thrive on chaos. In a chaotic situation, an ADHD person's going to do better than a non, because we are apt at thinking about 20 things at the same time all the time anyways. And I swear to God, we would, like, when we were working at the hospital, all the RTs would get together and we were, like, watching YouTube videos about the psychology of ADHD people and certain professions they roll into. An emergency responder is number one. That ADHD people, like, they get into the career and love it, thrive in it, tend to go really high in the, they do really well because they've been doing it since they were born. Like, just trying to manage that chaos. It's just pure action, intense drive, and movement. You go into pure action mode. I once was watching Four Boys for a Friend, and I took the 4-year-old out to a Dollar Tree, and when we were about to leave, I was making him laugh by pushing the cart faster. Then all of a sudden, the handle with his legs went to the ground, and somehow my hand got in between his legs and the pavement instantly. You super mommed. That's like one of those where you hear about, like, parents fucking lifting a car off their kid. I never felt the pain of skin peeling away from my hand. Yeah, that's exactly it. 100%. I've seen people break their wrist doing compressions and they don't realize it until the end of their shift. And then the next day they call out sick and they're like, I broke my wrist doing compressions yesterday. But they can, like, they break their wrist and they don't fucking stop. You know, it's why, because you don't feel it. Like, you're in such a mode of like, that human's heart stopped and I'm going to get it going. Nothing happening to you matters at all. Like, if you were to be in an ICU and a fly on the wall and casually like walk past an ICU room, all the ICUs I've ever worked in, they're all glass, so you can see in the room at all times. We need to be able to see our patient even at the nursing station, some and whatnot. They don't really need privacy at that point because they're in intensive care. And if you were to walk by a room that where someone was being coded, I swear to God, every ass crack in that room is out. Every single one. Whale tails abound, and no one knows or cares because we're saving a human being. You know what I mean? I remember that they reference the part of your brain allows you to do that in Firefly. I found it fascinating concept since. I've honestly never heard anything about it like actually being a thing, but I know it's got to be real. So step 383, let emotions out. You fall back on your training. Yeah, it's kind of like when you guys ask me a medical question that's very simple and suddenly I'm talking about hearts for 2 hours. That's the mode. My brain goes bloop bloop and I just start going rote memorization of this is how you start a heart. I can't just answer one part of it. And I'm sure a lot of people are like that. Chaos does create dopamine. It's true. My mother's extremely ADHD and was a nurse practitioner for years. She's since retired and just as busy. My mom retired just recently and she's still working PRN. She can't, and she's an RT. It's the what must be done moment, very much so. Is it called hysterical strength? Yeah. ADHD in emergency situations helped me. ADHD finally switched to stay in the moment and clear everything else away, very much so. It's my boy, my void. You're so hard to see on camera, bud. It just looks like nothing. Is it break time? And now I have his asshole in my mouth. It's happening. My little blob. I know. He's just like the blackout. I love his collar. It makes it look like his name is Rick though, because the fucking belt is right in the middle of the T. His name isn't Rick or Tick. Hi, BL. They are really good doggos. I believe it's the amygdala that allows you to suppress your feelings, but I don't remember for sure. I think Brittany said that earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I am not. I mean, brains aren't my jam. Maybe if Neuro's lurking, Neuro can speak to the brains. I am not. Brains are so complicated. I know a little bit. I know how to lobotomize, which is weird. She's a very jealous girl. She will straight up, like if Trick and I are snuggling, she'll come creep up next to me and hit my face. Like this. See with her feet? And she'll smack my face, like pet me. She shows me how to pet her. And then if I don't respond, she'll start smacking her own face. You're such a goober, huh? Butthole mouth. You're a pretty girl though, huh? Okay, don't smack my face. All right. Brains are crazy. They're the only organ that named themselves, and they're currently talking about themselves right now. This is why brains scare me. I got a minor in psychology and never went any further because I was like, nope, this shit's scary. All right, break time, my dudes. Every couple of hours, we take a break, stand up, stretch your legs, get a drink, load a bowl. I'm going to take my dogs out because they apparently need it. And I'll be right back. Wash your piss mittens and always pee. For some reason, that one was making me hot. It is not hot out. Who knows? Ever seen an alligator run? I think they can run really fast, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Good morning, Northbound. How are you, love? Dude, I don't even know. I have a folder on my desktop that's just stacked with the weirdest gifs of my face that people have done and taken and like given to me over the years, and I found them and I kept them. And I found that the other day, like out of nowhere, I just forgot I had this folder and I was like, oh my God, that's perfectly looped and hilarious. That is what? Okay, quick. Remind me the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. I always forget. It's something about their mouth. It's like, I think, hold on. Okay, so this guy has teeth on the bottom. So I think crocodiles don't have the bottom teethies, right? Oh, is it saltwater versus fresh? That is, stop it. It's loping. It's loping. It says, I only assumed gator because it said gators daily. But oh my god. Fuck off. No. Wait. Play. Please, Twitter. Don't. Oh, god damn it. I broke it. I broke Twitter. Well, technically, Elon broke Twitter. Please? Please? Yeah? Do it? Do it? No? Okay. You're just gonna be a cock. Oh, there we go. That is horrifying. Dude, no. What the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. That's, you know, I've been to Florida many times, and all I'm gonna say is every 10 feet there's a sign that says, "Don't go near the water, there's crocs." Every 10 feet. And you know what I do? I don't go near the fucking water. Fuck that. I've seen them come out of water. Like, there's some, I don't know exactly how many feet they can push themselves, but they can use their tail to like launch themselves out of water many feet to grab something. It is horrific. Did you have them in your backyard as a kid? No shit. Fuck, dude. Glut, do you ever see gators anywhere? I think you live a little bit more inland, don't you? I think they're mostly on the coast, but I don't know. Gator, they'll go in any water. I've seen them in jacuzzis and pools and stuff, personal pools. I think they'll literally go in any water. Not as much lately, but I've seen a lot of them. Have you really? God, that's wild. I usually look at the snout. A shorter, blunt-nosed ones are gators. Long, thin snouts are crocs. So that one was the first one was a croc with that long, skinny. Is the second one a gator? Is this a gator? Hold on, I want to look at it again. Because that looks like a nubbier nose to me, but I don't know. Dude, that is just a beef. That's a gator. Okay, because it's got. I thought there was something about bottom teeth and top teeth. I don't remember. And then this one is this one's a crocodile. This is a croc. I'm guessing because long, skinny face. Isn't it weird, Pearl? I know. I had hair to my ass. Not even kidding you. It was so fucking long. That's a croc. That's wild. Those are nuts. I wouldn't. I would. I mean, those are dinosaurs. Those are. People that fuck with that shit just want to die. I think. I don't know. There's something. There's something. Think this is music? Is it happening? It's so quiet. Yes, it is. Okay. If the volume's too loud, just let me know. I have to fuck with it for y'all. This is Moonwalker. I'm Afraid to Go to Heaven. Ooh, I already really like it. A caiman? I was thinking the same thing. I didn't want to say it. Because caimans have like that really long, skinny nose, don't they? I live next to a river way near a port, and sometimes there's a gator in a small pond at my apartment complex. One time the complex had a post in the laundry mailroom not to harass the croc because too many people did. Why would people fuck with a dinosaur that can eat them? Why would you? Why? Why are you doing that? I never in my life. I want nothing to do with that in any way, shape, or form. Came in my ass. Heyo. There are gators just chilling in our city's water reservoir. God, that's nuts. And they're okay there. I like this song. Who gave me this? I tried to grab all the links you guys put in chat before I left. This is really good. Let's cheers. I loaded a bowl. I think someone cheersed earlier, and I was loading a bowl because I'm gonna show you my cool adapter, and then we're gonna play Stray because I have a splitter today. Haha! Got to take advantage of it while we have it. Cheers. Better? I like this a lot. It's very, like Black Keys-esque, or like that dude, oh god, what was his name? Steel Beans? I don't know, I love that voice distortion and the crunchy guitar. Channeling my inner wizard. I know. If only I could make like a sailboat. I'm more of a hobbit, man. I'm not that cool. Sign says X could cause serious harm or death. Well, I can't read. That's too real. Okay, this is the adapter I wanted to show you guys. Earlier, I was telling you guys, I have this little mini fridge back. It's been back here forever. I was so excited. It was given to Zach for playing Surgeon Simulator, and the fucking thing has a European plug. I shit you not. So I have to get like an actual like good adapter for it. This is a travel adapter. This is not something that's for staying in a wall forever. However, if you travel or you plan to travel to different countries, for the love of fuck, get one of these things. These are amazing. So this is what's called a universal adapter because it has all the adapters built into it. You just poke out which one you want at that time based on what country you're in, which is so fucking nice. And it also has a shit ton of charging ports on the bottom. I just got this on Amazon literally for like 20 bucks. I don't even know. Years ago though. I mean, I took this to Greece. That was my first big international trip. I've had this forever. But on the side, it literally says if you're in the it's not going to come up. It says EU, USA, Australia, and UK. So if you're going to, so that little fridge has this fucking plug in it, which does not fit an American outlet in any way, shape, or form and sucks. So I need to get like a Permo adapter for it. But yeah, EU, that's a fun, weird fucking, every country is weird. EU. Is the next one? USA. Yeah, USA. So there's our cute little nonsensical plug. So you can see my problem between the USA and the UK one. Very different. And then Australia, which I've never been there. I've never used this one, which is what it's not. Australia's a fun one. Why'd you just have to tilt it, bastards? What the fuck? But yeah. And then you can plug any plug into it on the other side alternately, which is nice. If I'm not a sponsor, not an ad, but this is AVNTR is the brand on the bottom. If you want something similar, they're very nice to have. Especially if you travel like I travel, like when I go overseas sounds so fucking dramatic. When I go to anywhere internationally, I tend to hit up multiple countries because the flights from America to anywhere else are so astronomically expensive. It's easily the most expensive part of your whole trip. So to make it worth it, I usually stay for at least 3 weeks and I hit up multiple countries, and I don't want to be carrying around 3 fucking different adapters just to charge my phone. Like that sucks. So that thing is it's nice. I like it. When I go across the pond, the big pond, they are so fucking useful. Does it switch from 2020 to 120 from 50 to 60? I believe so. It has to, right? For it to work. Otherwise, it wouldn't fucking work. Oh my god, the writing is so small. And it's like yellow on pink. Why? Jeez. Yep, it says input 100 to 250 volts, AC 50 to 60 hertz. Yep. Yes. That hurts my eyes to try to read that, though. God damn, that's tiny writing. I practice my outlet recognition skills by looking at the wallet and porn pics. Oh my god, that's smart, though. Australia NZ is 2020 to 2040 volts, so it's better than they have a different plug. Oh, that makes sense. You know, that's funny. I noticed that whenever I go to different countries and like plug in like a hair straightener, I have like this. It's not like a fucking plate straightener. It's basically like a brush that gets hot just so I can smooth my hair out in the morning because I don't wash my hair every day because it's bad for your fucking hair. They get so hot in other countries so fucking fast. Like, I remember this brush I have, it literally has like porcelain bristles that heat up. So you can just like literally brush it through your hair and smooth your hair out in the morning if it got weird from sleeping on it. And so there was some hair like stuck in it, like a hairbrush. And it got so fucking hot when I was in London, I had to clean the hair out. It was burning the hair out of the brush. It was crazy, like, because it's an American thing, not built for that. And burning them's better, maybe? It turns into a fucking toaster. It seriously did. Like, I was like, "Oh shit, that's fast." International Stoner of Mystery, if only. We got those fun little smiling outlets, and you get to stick it in their eye sockets. I mean, in America, though, so tell me if this is true in other countries. Do you guys have different kind of outlets in your country, just specifically? Because we do. Like, plugs, some plugs will look like this, but then some will also have a third round guy. I think that's the grounding or whatever. I don't know. It's usually like bigger, heavy duty things have like a third prong. And then some outlets straight up will not accept it. Like, I have outlets in my house just because my house is old that won't take a three-pronged anything. I have to, like, I have adapters in my wall outlets just so I can plug in something 3. Do you have something like that in your guys' country, too? Like the third? But only sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Like, this one doesn't, obviously. You have 3 different ones there, Mickey? No shit. Chronicle. Fuck Bezos. Here's a 5er on him.
Fuck that bitch. He makes $8 billion a minute and does nothing for the world.
Thank you very much for subbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving any swings that Prime sub. Don't forget to use your goddamn Prime subs. I'm trying to get the Dream Theater one played in the background muted, so I had to restart it. I love Dream Theater, though. How's the volume on that? The 3-prong is for a different rating. If it's missing, it's something like 14A versus 18A for the other ones. Oh, no shit, I didn't know that. I love how the UK outlets have switches on them. Me too. That's very nice. Those 2-prong outlets are no longer to code in most US states. Oh, no shit. This is old. For real. This is like, I was telling people, Tony, earlier, I got it to go to Greece, which was 2014, I think. So I've had it for, I mean, that's not old. In technology years, it's old. 6 years. 7. No, goddamn, that's not 6 years. That's 8. 8? I can't math. It's fine. Math is overrated. I've never had an outlet that had a switch on it, but a lot of, like in my house, we have this. A light switch on your wall will control the power outlets, which I fucking hate, honestly, because you'll go over to a switch plate, and there will be 2 switches on it. The one closest to the door will not be your outdoor light. That will be the one that controls all the outlets in the room. And then the one furthest from the door is the one that controls like your porch light. And so constantly, it's a little loud, thank you. Constantly you'll accidentally flick it and turn off everything. All of this back here is on a fucking light switch. I put duct tape on it so we didn't accidentally hit it all the time. It is so annoying. You still know the song on drums? That's badass. I always wanted to learn drums. We also usually have a couple 2020 volt outlets in the house for, I think, like big fridge and the dryer. I think American houses have that too, though, for dryers and fridges and stuff. Like, you have to have a specific setup, right? I think. Is math overrated? I don't think most people like it. I wouldn't say it's overrated. I would say that the vast majority of us, myself included, are insanely lazy and math is hard. Not to, like, call anyone out. I'm totally putting myself in there. I had to go through linear algebra in college. I don't use that. That's because the electrician was lazy and didn't properly wire it. Well, Zen. Oh my god, it goes so much further than that. So get this. My house is it's like not old. It was like built in the late 70s, early 80s, I think. But at one point, part of it burnt down. Oh, Mandrakan, thank you so much for gifting a sub to C Madrid. C Madrid, use a belt was the highest order and you know it. Go forth and be consensual. And don't forget to use your Prime subs. You don't have to use it here, but use them somewhere because Bezos makes too much money. Fuck, what was I saying? It went away. God damn it. Oh, so part of our house allegedly burnt down. And the people that were living here at the time used the money, the insurance money, to turn our cellar. It's straight up a cellar. The ceilings aren't tall enough for it to be like, coated a real space of the house. You reach it from a fucking cellar door outside. They redid the cellar in our basement, which is directly underneath me right now, to be a grow room. Back when it was illegal, way back, when pot was like a felony and shit like that. So if you go in my cellar, it's like power strips line the ceilings, all this wiring, like mirrored walls, shit, foil. It's wild. And so we know, I'm very aware something is hotly wrong with the wiring in my house because my side of the house shorts out constantly because all that power is being drawn into a cellar not being used. But hiring an electrician to do something like that, like, fucking what? Oh my God. On my switches that do that, only one of the receptacles on one of the plates turns off. The top outlet's always on. The bottom outlet is controlled by a switch. Oh, that's nice, though. Ours are not that way. Mandarin just gifted us a linear algebra. Oh, no. Why? You know, want to know a fun fact? I was the only girl in my linear algebra class. That was weird. Thank you for gifting a sub to linear algebra. Linear algebra, fuck yourself. I'm pretty sure you literally only need linear algebra to be like a computer science major, right? To code. I still to this day don't understand why I was forced to take it. I'm a little bitter about it. Even in chemistry, I don't. That shit was wild. That wasn't math. Silver Zen, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving any swings for 3 fucking months. I appreciate you. Bezos be fucked, I spent my own money.
Hail Satan, I appreciate you, love.
So, that's my weird adapter. Like I said, we have a splitter today, and today only until my new splitter comes, so I really want to play a game. And I was trying to think of a game that's not too long. And, Stray is on my list, and I have it downloaded, and I'd really like to play it. I've heard it's really fun and beautiful. You can now ban linear algebra, but linear algebra is a sub. Like, what? They haven't done anything wrong. I just want to know why they exist. For the level of electrical work, you can always get a free estimate. It's worth knowing the cost. For your house to be way safer from fires, in my opinion. True. You know what's weird, though? We did have an electrician come out and update our... just this summer, we had an electrician come out and update our fuse box and update all the conduit and everything, and he didn't say anything about it being fucked up, so maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to ask. I don't remember. And actually, my brother's house, those specific outlets also have a dot built in to indicate which one's switch controlled. Fuck, I wish we had that. Ours is literally a guess and check, so we just duct taped them. Like, you know, because they're duct taped. Linear algebra, y equals mx plus b is also the formula to figure out how much your payments should be to buy on layaway. Just saying. Man, you know, I didn't... Dude. The things that I wish I would have been taught in my youth, that I was not taught in my youth, like in school and such, is mildly infuriating. I'm just moving screens around so I can see chat while we play this game. Has anyone seen Stray? No spoilers. I've heard it's amazing. Sales literally gifted it to me because he loved it so much. And I've been wanting to play it forever, but you know, sentient capture card ruins all of everything. Motherfuck. Why is algebra hard? Just use PEMDAS. I never thought algebra was hard. For me, math, like, I got one really, really good teacher, Professor Richardson. I'll never forget him. He would spend so much extra time with me after class, just like trying to figure out a new way to explain the same material to me because my brain doesn't work that way. That song was really good. I'm saving that. Thank you. And so he helped me a lot. But my biggest thing with math, and this is just my own personal like roadblock in my head with it, I'm pretty positive, is that in order for me to like, not necessarily to understand something, but to keep it upstairs, I guess, to hold it, like, for as long as I want to actually absorb the information and be able to recall on it later in life. In order for that to happen, I need the why. Like, when I ask, why am I doing this? It's me implanting the information. And with math, sometimes the answer is just because it works. And that makes it so fucking hard for me to hold and remember because there's no why. There's no, you know, I still to this day struggle with if here's point A and point B in a river, get the shortest distance between point A and point B. To this day still fucking boggles my mind. that kind of shit, just my brain starts to "Ugh," and just die because it doesn't know why. I remember the formulas, but it's like remembering a pointless fact about something that you have no other background in whatsoever at all in your head. Like it's weird. I hate it. I don't want that. Like I struggle against it so hard because we don't have time to explain this, or there just isn't one. Sometimes it's just that's the formula. That's what works, and that's what we know it works because we're mathematicians. We're smarter than you, and that's what works. And my brain, like, it's like I know it's part of like my obstinance. Oh my god, Vile, thank you for the 300 biddies, and thank you for we're in another hype train. I don't even know how this has happened, but thank you. How? It's like I don't know. It's really hard to explain, but I know ADHD like along with ADHD is this thing called obstinance disorder. It's not it's I don't know what it is. Obstinance something where I know I definitely have it and I fight the fuck against it. I have and I can remember it ever since I have memories, like as young as I can possibly remember farthest back. If you tell me I have to do something, my every part of my being and my brain immediately starts thinking of ways to get out of it, no matter what, even if it's something I want to do and that I really like, but it's because you told me I have to do it. And especially if I ask why and you don't have a reason, it's like my brain just says, I'm going to hurt you for doing this. It's so, and I'm an adult, so I don't fucking, like, I don't act on those things, but they're still there. It is horrible. I have to like flip information around on its head in my brain to trick myself. I mind fuck myself all the time just to get over it. It's so stupid. I hate it so much, but it's my life. Like I love cleaning until someone's like, "You should sweep the floors." Bitch, I won't sweep. Like just cuz like it's just it's a part of broken and I hate it. It's anti-authority, it's something like that. It's so bad. So I was always that kid that would like I had to get kind of on a friendship level with all my teachers because otherwise I could not do what they wanted me to do. My brain would fuck it like it sabotages me. It would try to work around it so much that I would forget to do it, which is why a lot of ADHD people I think are very forgetful. But we're not really. It's just that we fought it so hard that we forgot it. So like, you know, you need to have your paper done by tomorrow. Okay, I need to have it done, but you told me I need to have it done and I really don't want to do it. So now I'm thinking of all the things I have to do before I do the paper. And then you do that for so long just thinking about that you forget to do the fucking paper. And the next morning you have an existential breakdown and panic attack because you forgot to do your fucking paper that does need to be fucking done. It's so fucking broke. It's broke. Prego brained. Oh man, I just feast on the long pig. Mine's that horrible feeling that someone owns the project when they start knowing anything about it. I've abandoned so many things because I'm not invested anymore. Oh, I hate that so much. There is something totally to that though, Bliff. I remember I read a book way back in the day. I don't remember what the book was. It was some sort of like not a self-help, but like a biography of a person's like journey through struggle. So kind of like you could take from it what you will. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. One of the things they were talking about was one of the struggles for them personally was losing weight. They felt that they had gained some weight that they didn't want and they were losing it. And they found and realized that if they were, you know, trying to change their lifestyle, like cut out soda or add more water, whatever they're doing to get to a healthier place in their life, if they hadn't reached the healthier place yet, but they started telling people about what they were doing, the praise they got from people just for doing it would stop them from completing whatever the project was. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of the same thing. Like, if you're working on a painting and someone sees the initial sketch and goes, "Oh my god, that sketch looks so awesome. That's going to be an awesome painting." And then you don't finish the painting because you got enough endorphins just from that. It's very bizarre. There's something to that, and I've thought about that a lot. Thank you for the hype train, my dudes. I appreciate you. Oppositional defiant disorder. Is that what it is? I didn't know if it actually had a name. My therapist has talked about it a lot because it's oftentimes just a part of ADHD. And I know I have it and I fight it every fucking day of my life. Constantly. It never goes away. And so I talk about it with her a lot. Just that the instinct to fight, essentially, is so strong. What up, Jaeger? How are you? Mine is that horrible feeling when someone owns the project. Yep. The less I like something, the more I'm likely to be pissy at the person telling me to do it. Oh god, yeah. It's the worst. "Oh, you're sweeping the floors already? Can you hit that corner too?" "Bitch, what?" Spits a loogie in the corner. "You wanna fight?" I get that with my body changing. People just can't shut up and I revert to what I was. Exactly. I mean, I took that advice from whatever book I was reading, and that's how I had gotten to a point in my life where I didn't feel healthy in my body and felt like I wanted to lose some extra poundage, and I used that. I didn't talk about anything I was doing. No one knew I had started running. No one knew I was vegan. Like, I hid from my family because they would have fucking, "Vegan, you're gonna die!" Like, they would have just fucking, wrecked me. I hid the entire thing, and then when I went to their house, they were like, "Are you dying? Do you have cancer?" And I was like, "No, I just changed my life. Get out of here." Just got a normal ball from the AZ Expo. Ooh, nice. I'm the type of person that needs to just disappear for 2 years and meet new people so I don't have to deal with the, "Wow, look who changed." I hate that shit. The trick is change constantly. So then they just have no idea, like, they're always expecting it, you know what I'm saying? Like, every I can look back at, like, the years of Christmas photos, and every single year I have a different length and color of hair. So now my family just they don't expect anything. That's the best. I come in with new shit every year. They're like, "Fuck it, that's just Katie." Are you gonna get some spiders? I love my spoods. We talked about spoods a little bit earlier today. They're so, like, weird and interesting. I'm trying to pull up Steam. I got my chat moved. We'll go and play some Stray. I heard it's really fun and beautiful and short and easy because we only have this capture card for a day. So I stay right here because I'm better all alone. But Stray, where are you? Wrong keyboard. Mandel. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an A swings for 19 fucking months in a row. I appreciate you. The game is updating. Apparently it had an update. I didn't know. We have a friend who moved constantly. Bless ADHD. I move a lot. Well, I don't know if it's ADHD though. I think my mom gave me like a weird habit inadvertently because as a kid, I never lived anywhere more than 3 years. And as an adult, I have never lived anywhere more than 3 years. Uh, and I don't know if it's because I get an itch or what. I've moved for various reasons, work, new jobs, new colleges, stuff like that. Like, it's not, I don't think I've ever just moved on a whim, but I definitely move a lot, which is weird. Meow, a Katie chameleon. I am hella chameleon. I already have 2 velvets set aside from the readers. Oh my god, are you serious? I love my velvets. I'm so excited for you. I hope they're it's so tumultuous. I hope they're females so they don't die. But also, I hope you get a male just to see them because they look fake. It's phenomenal. I got 6, 3 ended up males, 3 ended up females. And the males, they only lasted a year. They molted out and died within 3 months of being their beautiful selves. But holy fucking shit, are they gorgeous. And then the killer is if you breed them, the babies eat their mom. So, like, what do? It's such a fuck. The game is taking forever. It's just updating right now. Harder to move as much if you buy a house. True. This is very true. And that's the thing. Zach bought this house. So, not exactly easy to pick up and move anymore. Some people move that often just because they crave the instability. Shrug. And that's, I don't think I hate moving. I mean, straight up fucking hate. I hate moving. Passionately. But, like, once the actual process is done, I'm cool. Like, It's fun to get to know a new place and new people, and it makes you worldly, you know? But, like, ugh. Your mail swapping your mail around and all that fucking shit. Oh my god. All your credit cards and your debit cards and your bank stuff all has to be swapped. Like change. Oh my god, the new the car, the license. I still have a Maryland license. That part's all of that sucks. One female and one male. The males are just. It's you have to. They're just. They blow your mind. They look fake. They look fake. They look so unreal. They're so pretty. But I have 3 females behind me, and they are just so chunky and beautiful. They eat a lot, though. If you've ever taken care of spiders or tarantulas, they eat way more often than a tarantula, and they need exactly 0 water because of this fact, which is wild. It's so weird. Like, they don't want water in any way, shape, or form. It's the only spider I have that doesn't want water. Fuck moving. Hi, Ensville. How are you, love? I forgot to tell you, CK. Remember the spider brooch I showed you? Yes. My bestie got one of the one for the skull shawls I made them. Oh my god. You'll have to show me when they put it together. I have to see that. That's gonna be beautiful. Gross. I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow. I have to drive 140 miles round trip. Did they pay you for that? The miles, Vile? That was a rhyme. I'm sorry. I don't even get mail. It just goes to my parents' house. I wish I would have done that. They get water from their prey, exactly. Most spiders and tarantulas drink water, though. Like, as a general rule, everything needs water. But velvet spiders, they hail from places that are just insanely dry. Like the species I have, Erisys walkeneri, they come from Greece, parts of Greece where it's just like arid, like tundra kind of. It's Greece, so it's like warm and there's sea air, but it's not wet. And the velvet spiders in the hobby of keeping invertebrates are relatively new because up until like the mid 90s, we thought they were extinct. And then one dude found a couple, got the state to like protect this area of land so he could cultivate them back. And now we have velvet spiders abound, which is really awesome. They're harmless, by the way. They're just like chonky spiders. If you've ever seen James and the Giant Peach, at the very beginning when he finds the spider and he's like, Miss Spider, and then it turns into the giant scary spider in the peach. That spider he's holding, that's a velvet spider that they like painted or something. I've never seen one with white stripes, but that's them. They're beautiful. But they just don't they've evolved to not depend on drinking water, which is weird. It's the only animal I have. Like my tarantulas, I actually see them drink. They do drink water. I'm existing. Better now that I can chill here. Fuck yeah. I'm just waiting. We're gonna play Stray. It's updating. I didn't realize it. It's actually a relatively huge game, considering how short it is. I think it's because it's gorgeous. But yeah, it's updating. But maybe we'll take a break because I have to pee anyways. We'll take a break before we start it. But I got a splitter. I'm borrowing Zach's splitter for the day so we can chill and actually play a game. Yeah, they do. Okay, 41 cents per mile and 10.50 an hour of driving. Thank fuck. That still sucks, though. I mean, wasting your time on that. Hi, Jose. How are you, love? Wasting your life in traffic sucks. My mom, I think I've told you this before, Vile. My mom, the last, 10 years of her career, drove 5 days a week, 2 hours to and from work. She was in traffic on average 4 hours a day. That's insane to me. And that's just having to work in Seattle, but not living in Seattle. That's basically what you do. That's what everybody does. She's not unique. It's just insane to me that people accept that as a lifestyle because that's just what you got to do. Like, no one can afford to live in Seattle anymore. I love the chunky spiders, dude. I think that's why I like baby spiders so much. They're just so fat and cute. Yes, I want to play Stray. It's just updating. It seems like it's a really big update. It's probably just because I've never played it or tried to even look at it since I installed it. But yeah, so long story short, you know about the possession of the capture card. Everybody does because I never stopped talking about it because my capture card literally possessed my computer. So long story short, Zach got his splitter and brought it out here just to try it as like a last ditch situation, and it worked. He has a splitter because he uses a capture card and for his monitor as well as putting consoles and shit in it. But I don't ever play console games because I don't have any fucking consoles, and I just haven't. And so we were like, fuck it, let's try it. And it worked. And so because he has drop frames today, I'm borrowing the splitter. Well, one is coming in the mail. I'm very excited. Space Ghost. It's so, I mean, nothing should you be able to plug into your computer and it just mystically gets into OBS and changes all the settings. That's weirdly scary, and I don't like that. Hi, DJ. How are you, love? I love this song so much. Hello, Serm. How are you? You were gifted a sub earlier. Oh my god, who gifted you a sub? Was it Mandrakan? Someone gifted you a sub earlier or a resub. I don't remember who it was, but thank you for accepting it. How are you, love? All right, yeah. I have to pee so bad. Let's take a break real quick. It's got like 1 minute of updating left, and then we'll play some Stray, and I'll go heat up my coffee because it's a little cold. Quick break time. I have to pee like the Dickens. So stand up and stretch your dicks, and we'll take a quick break before we start the game, just to get an ad thing out of the way and all that. And then we're going to play some kitty game. If you're unfamiliar with Stray, it's basically a game where you play a stray cat. I know nothing else. I have not watched anyone play because I want to play it. Like, I don't know anything. So no spoilers. Pee after sex. I'll be right back. Lover or hater, Zendaya's got a fucking good voice. The game is done updating, and I have hotter coffee. Do you upload your streams up to the tubes? I don't think you do, because then that would mean you have to download them. Actually, my friend Loznay does that. A lot of them for me, actually, just out of the fucking kindness of his heart. He goes through and puts a lot of them together. If you go to my YouTube, there's a ton of playthroughs and stuff. He does such a good job. He just goes through and like edits out the breaks and stuff. And back in the day, would have to edit out all the music. But like, there's a ton. Ooh, Zoe, how are you, love? I understreamed to hear Katie say, "Fucking good boys." I mean, come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, there's so many hours of him there, and he's wonderful. And he just does them when has time and feels like it. He's a fucking angel. All right, Stray time. Let me pause the ant. Euphoria is another good, not a movie, but a show with a fantastic soundtrack. I really like the soundtrack to Euphoria. A lot of it. Some of it's a little youthful for me, I suppose. That made me feel bad, but it's really good. I had to change our game category. We get to play a game for a day. I'm very excited. And when I have a splitter on order. It's just getting it here. There's also a game called Stray Cat Crossing. I don't think I want to play that. That sounds sad. Is that a sad? I'm gonna burp. Oh, yeah. Oh, sad. Let's not count that. How are you, Fox? Fox, you'll be so disappointed in me. I roasted my hair recently. Right here. Ugh. I got it stuck in a straightener, and now it's kinky forever. Don't you just hate when you kill your hair permanently? Fuck me, right? Thankfully, it's like the baby hairs, so they'll fall out and die anyways, but fuck. It was gone from the Twitch back machine, yes. The VODs are gone. We had to delete the grand VODing. Yeah, every VOD ever is gone, which is sad. Oh my god, Bobalicious, right? I do too. Watching them is so weird. Because it's like, I sound the same, and we talk about the exact same things almost, and I feel like a broken record. I still hear myself tell the same stories. But there's something different, and it's weird. But I watch old VODs sometimes too, and I read old chat just to like laugh sometimes, like if I have a migraine and I can't stream for some reason. Is this controller? This is controller friendly, right? Stray Cat Crossing looks like an RPG make horror game about a girl named Cat. Oh. Okay, that actually sounds really cool. I was thinking it was like Frogger and cats were gonna get run over, and that is just not okay. We're not about animal harm here. Risk of Rain is such a good game. Dude, isn't this song? Oh my god. this band, this person, I don't even know if it's like a group or just this girl. The band is called Upsall, Upsall. The songs are so like painfully relatable. I'm trying to find one real quick. Before we started the game, I wanted to play one by her. That one was called Time of My Life. I don't even remember how I found them, her. I don't know. But they, her are great. Is it drugs? No. Hold on. I'm gonna find him. I'm looking through all of it right now. No. Fuck, why can't I remember the names of songs? That bothers me so much. My brain just doesn't. Specifics aren't sticking. It's so infuriating. It's fine. It's because I wasted it all in college, I think. My brain gave up after that. Fuck me. There's one of her songs, the first song I ever heard from her. It's so fucking good. Why is it so hard to find right now? Is it gone? Help. Please. Why? Oh my god, my mouse just lost its mind. Stop. I just want to play one song and you're making it so difficult, YouTube. It might be... No, it's Stressed. I remember. The beginning of that song made me remember this one. I don't know. This song has brass instruments in it, like, that give me, like, a very, nostalgic, like... what's ska vibe a little bit, but it's really good. And the lyrics are just... all the lyrics to every single one of her songs, I feel like I'm a basic hoe because I'm like, yeah, me too. Oh, fuck. What the fuck is happening here? But I think a lot of people do because she's gotten very popular very quickly. This song is so good. I'm going to show you the video while I change our game category and whatnot. She's great. They're great. I don't know. I don't know if it's just a person or a band or I don't want to fuck. They're great. Check them out. Fantastic. Great music. All of it's amazing. I can't even look at myself in the mirror unless I'm shaving or trimming my beard. I've never recognized the person I've never recognized the person I see. Dude, it's weird, Silverzone. We were actually talking about that the other day. Like, the weird, I kind of have the same thing, and I've always assumed it's because I am on camera all day and see my face way more often than a normal person sees themselves talking and doing things. But, like, when I look in a mirror, I have a hard time sometimes seeing the full picture. Like, if someone was like, what's your face shape? I couldn't say for myself, because when I look, I see my nose and my eyes and my forehead and my mouth and my chin, but all as separate pieces. It's real weird. And so I've tried, like, I don't look at OBS anymore. If I know it's working, if you guys say everything's fine, I keep it down and I don't look at myself. I don't look at my channel anymore, like, while I'm live. Because I think there's something weird in your head that, you know, you shouldn't be, like, you know what I mean? Like, seeing yourself, that uncanniness constantly does something to your vision of yourself. It's like seeing the forest for the trees or the trees for the forest kind of thing. It's bizarre. I've noticed it a lot. Like, I was trying to order glasses recently, and I was like, I don't know what shape glasses would look good on me. This website has a test. What shape is your face? I don't fuck. Face shape. I don't fucking know. What a question. Who just knows those things? Nobody. All right. Straight time. I'm hoping this is controller friendly.